So let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped and wondered why all those flashy side hustles are completely failing you? You know exactly the ones I'm talking about, right? Dropshipping, print on demand, the latest crypto trading bots. Well, here's the reality. By the time one of those flashy trends actually hits your social media feed, it's already totally saturated. The problem isn't that there's a lack of opportunity out there. It's simply that you're looking in the completely wrong places.
Look, we've all been sold this massive myth. The internet loves pushing these viral reels, promising overnight millions and hyping up saturated trends. But the actual, profitable reality, it looks entirely different. The strategies that actually bring in real, consistent money online are what most people would just call boring services. They take consistent effort, absolutely nobody is making exciting dance reels about them, but guess what? They are exactly what builds sustainable long-term income.
As a career mentor, honestly, I see way too many people getting stuck in this endless loop of just consuming content, but never actually building anything themselves. So, in today's explainer, we're putting an end to that. I'm going to share a blueprint pulled straight from our source material, detailing 3 supposedly boring business models that are generating serious, reliable revenue right now. We're talking no massive capital required, just your time and a genuine willingness to learn. Okay, here's our agenda for today. We'll kick things off with a reality check, then break down 3 specific paths: the YouTube strategist, the digital product architect, and the cold email closer. And then we'll wrap it all up with your mentor's final advice.
Number 1, the reality check, setting realistic expectations for online business. So before we really dive into the deep end, I've got to give you a bit of tough love. Our source material gives us this absolutely crucial core philosophy. Having a skill is one thing, but making money from it is a completely different skill. I see so many beginners learn a great skill like video editing or graphic design, and then they just freeze. Learning the technical skill, that's really only half the battle. Knowing the business model behind it is the other half.
Section 2. The YouTube strategist. Managing the massive creator economy boom. Okay, the creator economy is exploding right now, but there's a massive bottleneck. Picture this. Meet the 5 a.m. gym coach. This is a person who spends 6 hours a day training clients and has just incredible expertise. They know for a fact they should be growing a YouTube channel, but they literally have zero time to learn SEO, write engaging scripts, or sit down and edit videos. They are practically begging for someone to take all of that off their plate. Now, to actually solve this coach's problem, you need to upgrade yourself. You can't just be a basic freelance video editor. You need to become a highly paid YouTube strategist. And doing that requires 3 very distinct skills. First up is content judgment. You really need to understand what topics have high search volume and what's actually going to go viral in their specific niche. Second is psychology. You have to know how to craft thumbnails with bold visuals and create massive curiosity gaps. And third is retention thinking, meaning you need to structure scripts with multiple hooks to keep the viewer hooked the entire time. You aren't just cutting clips. You're driving their entire growth engine.
But who do you actually pitch this to? This is where people mess up. Don't go targeting massive creators. They already have an entire team on payroll. And definitely avoid absolute beginners with 0 to 10,000 followers, purely because they just don't have the budget yet. Your sweet spot? That is the mid-tier creator. We're talking 10,000 to 100,000 followers, somebody who already has an existing business bringing in cash. They have the money to gladly pay you to take YouTube off their hands.
Section 3. The digital product architect. Moving beyond unreliable brand deals.
Let's pivot a bit and look at a way more sustainable income stream than waiting around for unpredictable brand sponsorships. We need to shatter this follower myth right now. You absolutely do not need millions of followers to make a great living online. Think about it. You could have a broad entertainment creator with 500,000 followers, and maybe they make a sporadic $15,000 from brand deals every few months. Contrast that with a super niche creator, say somebody talking strictly about personal finance with only 12,000 followers. That smaller creator can easily pull in a consistent $40,000 to $50,000 a month simply by selling an ebook directly to their highly engaged audience. So what exactly do we mean when we say a digital product? We are talking strictly about online-only assets here. Things like ebooks, prompt libraries, Notion templates, or even short mini courses. The beauty is you build it once. There's literally zero physical inventory, absolutely no shipping headaches, and incredibly low production costs. The profit margins are just massive, and honestly, this works in pretty much any niche you can think of.
But here's the real magic. How do you actually sell it? Because just throwing a link in bio and hoping for the best, that is totally outdated. Today, the game is all about building an automated DM funnel. Step 1, you post highly targeted content. Step 2, you ask the viewer to comment a specific trigger word down below, like guide or grow. Step 3, your backend system automatically sends a direct message right to them with the link. And step 4, that immediate, personalized value converts their trust straight into a sale. And here is the absolute best part of this model. You don't even need to have your own audience to do this. You act as the architect for creators who have an audience but have no clue how to build this backend. You build the product, you set up the auto DM funnel, and then you negotiate a revenue cut for yourself. An industry standard cut of 20 to 35% is entirely normal. You get that just for being the brains behind their automated sales machine.
Section 4, the cold email closer, securing high-ticket B2B meetings.
Listen, I hear it all the time. Cold email is dead. No way. People who say that are just doing it wrong. In reality, it is absolutely thriving. Whether it's a new startup looking for early customers or a SaaS company needing to book product demos, they all desperately need targeted B2B or business-to-business leads. Wherever businesses need new clients, a solid cold email outreach service is always going to be in extremely high demand. As your mentor here, I need you to literally memorize this exact step-by-step workflow for generating qualified meetings. Step 1, define the ideal client profile, or the ICP. Who exactly are we trying to reach? Get super specific. Step 2, build a highly targeted lead list using tools like LinkedIn or Apollo to find the actual decision makers. Step 3, write a personalized, non-pushy sequence of about 3 to 5 emails focused purely on providing value to them. And step 4, your one and only goal is just to book a qualified meeting for your client. Once that meeting is on the calendar, your job is done. Your client handles the actual closing of the sale.
Now, a quick self-correction here, because people get this mixed up all the time. It is vital we understand the difference between spam and strategy. Spam emails, those are blasting random targets with absolutely zero research and terrible subject lines. Professional cold emails, on the other hand, are sent to highly specific targets, they feature deeply personalized messages, and they offer a crystal clear value proposition in a totally professional tone.
15 to 30%. That right there is your benchmark reply rate for a highly effective cold email campaign. Hitting those numbers requires serious discipline, incredible research skills, and honestly, absolutely flawless English. Master this, and you can charge clients a hefty monthly retainer, or even better, take a 10 to 15% commission on the revenue from every single lead you convert for them.
And finally, Section 5, your mentor's final advice: picking your path and taking action. All right, we've gone through the blueprints, but now it's time for some hard truths. None of these business models are sexy. They aren't going to make you go viral on TikTok, and they certainly aren't going to make you a millionaire in 30 days. They require deep research, extreme discipline, and showing up with daily effort. You are never going to succeed by endlessly watching more and more tutorials. You just have to pick one path and start putting in the work. Action will always, always beat consumption.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. The mystery is totally gone. The path forward is crystal clear, and the real demand is definitely out there for people willing to do the heavy lifting. So which unsexy, highly profitable business are you going to start building today? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.